Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm so excited to get into today's video. As we're going to get into is part 2 of the advent calendar. So I do have to give a heads up that my editing skills aren't amazing, but I also did part of this recording live stream on our Twitch account because we just did a 12-hour live stream, which I will link down below if you guys want to join us there. So I am going to apologize for that early, but I really wanted to make sure I put out part 2. So I think without further ado, let's just get into it. Yay! I literally thought this was going to be the one that I absolutely knew what I was going to do, and I'm sorry if you guys hear my cats in the background. They're playing within their Christmas toys. But back on topic. So I kind of just ended up pulling out like every single item that I kind of liked out of the pink selection that all of the Sims packs that I have accumulated. And in the end, I ended up using the wedding pack. I pulled out that nice thing. I don't know what it's called, but the shelving in the back. I didn't end up using that, but it's what kind of inspired the whole wedding idea I wanted for this, which doesn't really make sense for a tiny room like this, but I'm just imagining like you want to hitch it, you want to get married, and they have themed rooms. Like, who doesn't? This is a house that has a themed wedding pink room, so maybe it's temporary. You moved into this house and you have a room like that. So I am sorry that we kind of fast forward that one. There's a few clips and bobs, but number 17 is just a store, which is another hard one. I feel like they got really challenging after 16, but for 17 I kind of wanted to like replicate a 7-Eleven store, which I had to pull up quite a bit of references, so it did take me a minute to figure out, okay, what items can I utilize to symbolize that, to get that point across, and then what also color scheme that I wanted. I don't know, I really wanted a 7-Eleven. I know there's like CC content, I know people done 7-Eleven stores in the Sims 4, but with the items that I had without CC content, I definitely kind of struggled with that. So I knew for a fact I wanted the magazine. I ended up finding an ATM machine, and I wanted to make sure that it was like kind of the front stand where you check out. I obviously couldn't fit the cash register machine, but there was a desk there, so it's not really usable. If you want to add a chair, you can easily make this into an office if you wanted to. I don't really think it's really a usable room for gameplay, but it's a really fun and a creative way to get outside of my comfort zone. So now number 18, clutter if you can. So with this one, I was kind of envisioning similar to the clutter room that we had to do, but I ended up just pulling out every single clutter item and was like, okay, what can I create with these clutter items that we have? I first was like, oh, maybe we could do something another pet related, because I found the bags of food for pets in the clutter items. But I ended up finding from one of the new packs for clutters is the little weights we can do. So I was like, oh my god, we don't have a workout room yet. So I thought this was the perfect time to just make a room for that. Even though it's not necessarily clutter if you can, I thought it was kind of like utilizing a clutter item that we can use. So that's kind of what we ended up there. So now number 19, take a coffee. Oh my goodness. I think, is that the name? I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, so the coffee room, I literally was like, okay, what's my dream room for a cup of coffee? Like, what do I want to lounge in if I want coffee? So I was like, okay, maybe we should go with the color coffee scheme. So it's like it's, I don't know, it resembles a cup of coffee. And then I was like, okay, we need a nice big coffee machine, maybe a couple, because there's an espresso machine and then the cup of coffee one. Don't know if I used the actual ones, but I knew we needed like a grinder and then like the coffee machine. I don't know, coffee lovers, speak for me, help me out here. But yeah, and then I was like, we gotta have a window in there, and the hardest part was just trying to figure a rug to fit, just because I had the counter space, but I wanted something underneath the chair, which I think I ended up liking. I ended up liking the overall look. It was definitely yummy and chocolatey, and I love. So now for the neon lights. Oh my god. Number 20. Can I just say this was my favorite one? It was so much fun to do. I ended up loving the look. At first, I was really struggling to find neon lights because that's not necessarily something you could just search in Sims 4 and they pull out every single neon light. I ended up finding a lot later on that I was like, man, I wish I seen that earlier, but okay, I'll use it now. But yeah, so with the neon lights room, I ended up using desk office space because the high school pack came out with those new lights, and I was like, ooh, this could be nice. And I kind of running with a whole like backdrop theme for the neon lights. That's kind of how I ended up utilizing it. And I ended up using like the green floor. I just want to finish this up before we get into the wood. Lots of wood. But yeah, so I ended up utilizing the green flooring, and I kind of love that. But for 21, this is where a lot of wood. This is where I start utilizing this for my live stream. So I am sorry that there's like little bits and bobs that are a little chaotic. If you guys know anything about my live streams, they're chaotic. So for wood and a lot of wood, I end up utilizing a bar, because I was like, okay, we don't have a bar yet, and I feel like I don't want to go for like a full-on bar theme. I was like, maybe like a Western type of bar. Don't know if I replicated the Western part, but I feel like I really did well on the bar section. So I love that. Let me know if you guys like that one. It was a lot of fun to experiment and kind of create in the end. But now for 22, it's cold outside. So for It's Cold Outside, I really, really wanted it to be kind of an outdoor area. This is my least favorite one. I'll have to be honest with you guys. Number 22 is not my favorite. Because I kind of wanted it to be like, okay, maybe a place we can garden. We can, I don't know, like, I really wanted to go with Baby It's Cold Outside for the Christmas song because we were doing this on Christmas Eve. So I kind of wanted some Christmas decoration. But then I also wanted it outside. So I hope you guys can see that and I replicated that. I just don't really love the look. So we'll have to see what it looks like on the last bit of the house. So I don't know. We'll have to see how and like what you guys think. Let me know if this is like your least favorite also, because it definitely was mine. But overall, I love the cool tones that we used for it, and just like I really wanted to go with the lighter blues, the whites, more of a calming, like maybe like what you envisioned snow. I don't know, snow colors when you do a painting is what I was going for there. So hopefully I was able to replicate that, and I had to get the snowman in there, guys. The snowman was a necessity. So I was like, we have to find room for him. So I kind of just squeezed him in there. And now about to go on to number 23, yellow, orange, and red. So this one was a lot of fun. It was troubling at first just because I was trying to find yellow, red, orange like colors that weren't so like in your face, because at first I was like, ooh, this is like sunset colors, this is gonna be pretty, this is gonna be epic, and then I was like, oh, we don't have a dining room like yet, so let me do a dining room. But funny enough, literally the next 24 is a dining room, so hello there. But it's okay, I ended up loving the look. Someone in the chat was mentioning, when you guys see a little bit later on, that it was kind of looking like a Mexican restaurant. I didn't necessarily have references for a Mexican restaurant, so don't quote me that this is what it ended up looking like. But I was kind of, envision that in my build, and I hope it's visible to you guys. But like I don't go to a whole lot of Mexican restaurants, although so delicious. Okay, let's not talk about food. I could totally get distracted. But yeah, so I kind of wanted to go with a brick / like pattern and like sandwich the room with those two colors. I don't know, I thought I could bring the red in while also bringing, like, I don't know, I think that's where they got the restaurant idea, and we kind of ran with it. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, this was a big I don't know, but I hope you guys like the look. That's kind of, like, how it looks overall with the different art pieces, which was a lot of fun to pick out. And, yeah, so now 24, dining room. Literally, right after I was like, we don't have a dining room, guys. Let's do a dining room. We get a dining room. But this is like a completely like different dining room, which is still kind of a bit of fun. We did a lot more of like the cooler tones in this one, while the other one's like really warm. So it's kind of contrasted with, which is fun. Plus the other one looks a little more like date night, while this one is more family oriented, which I appreciate. I just wanted something to kind of match our window, which I've been trying to use the same window in the same arc, like the archway, and I kind of use the different doors based on the theme. So plus we won't have all these arcs everywhere once we make the house. God, I'm nervous to make this house. This house is gonna look, I don't know how it's gonna look, but yeah, so let me get back on track with this room. I love that room, and I hope you guys did too. Like, I literally, simplistic and cooling. I don't know, relaxing is what I wanted for that one. So now 25, snowy season. So with this one, I kind of ran with Snowy Escape. I am sorry, I did leave up the build challenge thing. I kept popping that up so people in our live stream would know what I'm working on. But hopefully it's helpful for you guys too, that it's covering up a third of our screen. I don't know. But yeah, for this one, like I said, I ended up doing a lot of Snowy Escape because I was like, oh, maybe we could do... There's like a couple options I could have done with this one. Do let me know what kind of ideas you guys have down below in chat. I would love to hear. But for mine, I kind of went for a cozy vibe. Like maybe like when it's cold, it's snowy season, you want to be inside next to a fire pit. But I also wanted to use Snowy Escape because Snowy Escape has Snowy Escape items. So that's kind of how we ran with that one. So now 26, plants are friends. Plants are friends. I love that so much, especially since so many of my builds have a lot of plants in there. So first things first, I kind of went for the plant kit because the plant kit is literally all about plants. But I think I ended up deleting a lot of those. I just realized how few plants they have. I don't know if I want to like crowd a room to make it a plant room. I just felt like it wasn't enough. So I ended up making a greenery room, which was a lot of fun. I know we kind of had that outdoor area, but this one I kind of wanted to do just like, I don't know, another little gardening area. This household loves gardening, okay? Nothing wrong with that. They got a green thumb. Let's go with it. And I try to go with the green flooring again. I don't know, I did that earlier in the gaming room, and I loved it. I don't know why. It's the green, like, plant, like flooring. It's just so aesthetically pleasing. But for the rest of it, I can't, like I said, it's gonna be like an interior room, kind of like maybe cozy, warm. Maybe they have like overhead lights for their plants and stuff is what I'm imagining here, but didn't know how to replicate in The Sims. So I hope you guys like that one. That one, it was really pretty and I love that room and I want to hang out there. So now 27, learning a new hobby. Sorry, I'm adding a few more details clearly. But number 27, learn a new hobby. So I asked chat what new hobby we're gonna learn, and someone recommended chess. So I kind of ran with it. We went with it. I don't know if it's not my least favorite, but it definitely felt like we could have done so much more in this room. And I kind of just centered it around this chess table. I was like, okay, we're doing chess, guys. This is our chess room. What do we want in there? So I kind of like peeled out all the different chess tables just to kind of get like a color scheme, or I don't know, kind of some type of theme for the room overall that we can like base this chess over. And I was like, okay, what else do you need for a chess room? I was like, oh, maybe like some books that you want. I kind of wish I did like a trophy, I don't know, trophy case, because I was like, okay, if you're like someone, but it's a new hobby, so I don't know, maybe you're not that serious. But overall, I love that one. And we're moving on to 28, just a garage. Sorry, we'll get a last bit see into all the rooms so you guys can get the final look. So don't worry, we'll still get those. Just wait for the end. 28 was the garage, which is, oh my god, I love this one. And I wish I did garages more often, because this is kind of where you guys do the hobbies. So we got like the different things hung up on the wall to the bikes. Eventually I do remember to add a door, because I was like, oh, do we want to walk all the way around? So I added the door. We got the cool painting from the werewolves pack, which I've never used that, but it's so pretty. And I was like, okay, we need to use that. So, I mean, the other biggest struggle was just trying to find doodads for the wall. Because I was like, if this is a garage and you're going to be doing activities in here, typically people have, like, their garage jam-packed. And that's why I was like, oh my god, these shelvings. I could have used those. That would have been so much easier. But I already had the bikes, the garbage can. So we ran with that. So hopefully you guys like that too. And I'll keep forgetting to put the lights into last minute. So we switched those out too. I didn't forget. So now number 29. Brown is the color. So this is like the one before the last one, which is your own choice. And I was like, okay, we got to get a full bathroom, because I only have the tub one for the modern day, and then I have the bathroom for the all black, I think it was. So yeah, all black toilet, bedroom, and a full brown full bath. I don't know how that happened, but I ended up pulling out the brown toilet. I know, brown for a bathroom, it's not ideal. But we pulled out that toilet, and we kind of ran with it. We went full island living kit, like expansion pack, and I love the look. I really do. At first I was like, ew, brown for a bathroom? Maybe we should wait for your own choice. But overall, I love it. It's not like weird where you're like, oh god, brown bathroom. I don't know, like at first I thought it was gonna be gross, but Island Living had us covered there. So I hope you guys like that one. I do love the look. Like, I wouldn't mind having like a vacation home, and that's my bathroom. That's a beautiful bathroom, honestly. Doesn't really match the theme of the house, but does any of these rooms do? So now 30, your choice. I thought this one was gonna be like a piece of cake, like, oh my god, we get to do this, like, this is gonna be the best one. But I was like, okay, what do we not have for the house? Because I was like, at this point, I was like, I'm running out of ideas, guys. So, like, after we surveyed each of the rooms, we were like, okay, a bedroom would probably be the best bet. Unfortunately, the rooms don't have enough room for a full bed. So we were like, okay, we'll do a single bed. And then we ended up having the poll over these two beds, because I was like, I want the anime girl. But the other one's so pretty. We ended up using the purple with the drips on it, just because it was a fan favorite. So if you guys want to be part of these votes and stuff, don't be afraid. Join us. It was a lot of fun. We got to pick out what we really wanted with this one, and I felt like we were like fully involved. We were like, okay, we literally, like, you could see like the different wallpapers we put up, the different beds we pulled out. We were like, okay, what exactly do we see fit for this bedroom? So we kind of went with the purple theme, which hopefully you guys look too. It was definitely a little like calmer than the chaotic choices I have typically for my bedroom builds with these bright colors. So it was like more like lavender, like calming, and I really love that we went with that. So, and a lot of it the high school pack. If you guys don't know this, I love the items from the high school pack, because I literally want to own most of them. So we went with that. And I think the other thing that I appreciated with doing this one is the different art pieces that I was able to find, because I feel like there's a lot of hidden items that we tend to forget about. At least I do. I don't know if you guys do. Let me know if I'm not the only one in the world. But that's where I found that, like, the wall up there. Yay! Now for the final viewing. You guys get to get an actual look inside. So here is our pink room. Oh, she is not happy. I think we sent her to the bar in our live stream, and she hated the decor in there. Hopefully you guys like the bar, but here's the pink room, our little wedding room. Let's see if you guys can see all the stuff that we put up. We kind of had like a mirror. I'm assuming like you want to check your appearance right before you go down this very, very short aisle. You can put like your, I don't know, your jacket as you hit your wedding in here. But I don't know, I thought it was cute. It was kind of silly. It was a fun little different like idea that we got to do. So now here is just a store. I love this one. There wasn't a whole lot, but the overall look, I hope it gets the idea across, like what we wanted. This was kind of fun digging for items to try to like resemble like different, like where you pick up your items, to the magazines you could buy, to where you might get some cash, to maybe like, I don't know, where you need to buy, I don't know, whatever you buy in a store, grocery store, just a store. So now our clutter room. So this is our little clutter room that I ended up making the workout room. So let me see if I can zoom in. So this is the item that I found in the clutters, and that's why I wanted to run with it. So I hope you guys like it. I got like the little notepad, like you can track your workout stuff. This little baggie, I don't know what you put in there, maybe towels, dry off your sweat. And just a bunch of different little clutter items up here that we got. So there's some clutter items. It's not just like the workout room. Definitely there's some clutter items in there. And then here's Take a Coffee. I find that such a silly name, but I love it. This is where I'm going to be hanging out. So bye guys. This is my life now. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I threw a bunch of the mugs in there. I thought that was a nice little detail that we got to have with the new pack that kit we got. And just a nice little zen room where you can drink your coffee, be happy and calm and probably energetic and running out the room. But yes, so calm. Now the neon lights. So I really wanted to show this one off because I got like this backdrop where if you're gaming and whatnot, and then like she's like this. I love doing this little green wall. I don't know why. I need to stop because like you're gonna see this in like almost all my builds with like the little green wall. But I thought the neon lights. Don't talk about fires, guys. There's no fire here. We're okay. They're not that bright neon lights where they're gonna catch on fire. Knock on wood. I don't know. I don't live here, so let me know if you live here and it catches on fire. But yeah, so here's all the neon lights. You know, where you definitely need some sunglasses. And I love the look, like the flooring I was talking about earlier with the carpet. I think it was kind of silly, but I love it so much that it's like a plant neon room. I don't know. I love it. I hope you guys do too. And now here's the bar that our little girl does not like. Our sim, I should say. Our sim does not like, but I love it overall. Like I kind of want, like I said, I wanted to go with this Western look. Maybe like this is where they keep track of like, oh, who's gonna pass out first, and got that little bar thing over there. And it's fully functional. At first I thought, oh, maybe Sims won't be able to get to this stuff, and they can. So that's pretty epic. Now, on to over here, my least favorite, unfortunately. So yeah, this is where you get some planters, you get the little light, we got our Christmas decoration, and plenty archways to get outside is what I was envisioning. But I don't know. I don't really know. Let me know what you guys think we should have done instead, because I would love to hear the tips. So, and then here's the red, orange, and yellow themes room that we had, that we kind of just said it was like, looks like a Mexican restaurant, and I kind of ran with it. Definitely pretty. Don't know why it's in a house, but I love it. I overall love it. I think it turned out way better than I thought it was originally going to be. There's not a whole lot of bold reds, but we have some like brownish reds in there, so hopefully that's represented there. So now into the actual dining room, literally right after. That's where I got that plant wall in there again. That's why I was like, oh, I think I should stop using it. I use it all the time. But I really like the minimalist look. I definitely could have done like a painting instead, but yeah, that's what we ended up with. We got the artwork wall over here, which I can pull up the walls. You guys can see that. So we do have some, I kind of want like a minimalist, very calming zen room. That I don't know how else to describe it. Please let me know some other words to describe that room, because I don't have any. Better not be ugly. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, here's the snowy season. So I kind of, like I said, I use the snowy escape items, kind of like cozy white to blues. I don't know, whenever I hear like snow, I kind of want to use those colors. I don't know why. I kind of ran with it. And we have like the snowy escape little jackets and whatnot up there. And just a nice little cute room where you can snuggle up by the fire, and hopefully your plant doesn't catch on fire. And now it's the plant room. We're done talking about fires, right? Hopefully. Can I just say I love these butterfly items? I found that when we did our toddler room in part 1, and I really love that I was able to use that again. So we kind of have like this nice green, like greenhouse room. But like I said earlier, I was imagining like they had this overhead lights to help protect like the plants grow. I don't know a whole lot about plants, like, but I have friends who have rooms who like have the lights, overhead lights and whatnot that you need to keep up your plants to be alive. And then here's our chest room. Not my least favorite, but definitely not my my favorite. But like I really wanted to use this rug for some reason. I've never got to use it, but it kind of matched with the chess table. So let me know if you guys agree with that. It's a lot of wood in here, so this person, I don't know why. Hopefully you don't hate the different woods, but yeah, like I said, we have the bookshelves for being studious. I got like the different, like, really, I don't know, what would you call this type of art? It's really, I don't know, but I just felt like it fit. I hope that makes sense. But here's the garage, which one of my favorites, honestly. So we got like the different werewolf stuff. Maybe they're conspiracy theorists, you know, where they think werewolves exist, or maybe they are a werewolf, honestly. And this is their garage where they do their woodworking. They got their bikes in there, which I love. Don't know if they're actually usable, unfortunately. Knowing the Sims, I think they just pick up and put it in their pocket, so most likely is. So yeah, and I love that we were able to find quite a bit of items to place on the wall that still made sense. And last two, yay! I feel like you guys got a good look of this one, but the bathroom, I love this bathroom so much. Love the look of it. Was at first concerned about the brown bathroom, but I think we overall were able to pull it off. And this rug's really cute. I wish I used that more. So now to our choice, yay, the last one. It was so much fun. I feel like people really contributed to this one with our choice. Definitely a style we got going on here with the pastel-y purple going, but I love it. I really do. And that's where we got like this is where I found this piece of art that I thought I've never seen before, which I'm glad we got to use and I was able to find, where you got like the flowers on the wall, the dried up flowers, I'm assuming. It made the room really calming, peaceful, and I don't know, I love it overall, and I really hope you guys did too. So thank you guys so much if you made it this far for part 2 for the advent calendar. Please don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and hit subscribe, and hit the bell for future videos. It always helps out the channel, and it lets me know that you guys are enjoying our content so much, and I had a lot of fun, so I really hope you guys did too, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye!